smartphones apparently give picky daters even more reasons to be choosy. A new Match.com survey shows a majority of singles negatively judge someone based on the type of phone they use, as well as grammar mistakes in messages. MarketWatch's Quentin Fottrell joins us now to discuss. Hi, Quentin.
Hello.
So has the smartphone become so all-important that it is now another measure for which to judge a potential date?
Right. It used to be our ties.
Oh,
or
yeah.
when people wore ties.
Or the car you drive.
Or the car or the kind of apartment you lived in.
Oh, my goodness.
So it seems like this is could be an early deciding factor for people who are trying to decide whether or not this person is suitable.
So interesting. And this information comes to us through a survey of 5,500.
A lot of people.
Yes, a lot of people. 5,500 singletons on Match.com. What were the findings exactly?
So they were 21 times more likely to judge you if you if you didn't have an iPhone and the person, the judger, had an iPhone.
Right.
And 15 times more likely for people with Android. So the cult of the smartphone model goes both ways, but it's definitely
Tipped towards the iPhone user.
Who tend to be higher income and maybe snootier.
Oh, interesting.
Right.
So this becomes just another element like your political persuasion or, you know, perhaps your industry that you work in.
Right.
Something that's an important piece of information for a dater.
Yes, or it's definitely about the brand, about how you identify yourself with that brand. How much money you might have.
Right.
Also, when you text your partner on an iPhone, you can see when the text is delivered. So
that's
they're
true.
not getting back to you. You know it's gotten through.
See, this is all very important information for singles to know. I mean, this is what people are judged on, but they're also judged on the grammar in those texts.
Which
correct?
which I totally get.
Of course.
So bad grammar is a turn-off.
Yes.
Employers say it, daters say it, everybody says it.
But so is bad teeth, and so is unfashionable clothing, apparently.
Right. So these are all, but these are lower on the scale.
Right.
To the smartphone models.
Yes. Although
which is,
even a cracked screen seems to matter to some people.
Look, I'm down with that. I think, you know, is this person a serial killer? I have to admit, I also have a cracked screen on my iPhone at the moment.
I know, I was going to say.
I'm going to replace it very soon.
Especially after.
But it's in my pocket.
Especially after reading this survey.
Especially after this survey.
But it sounds tough out there. Boy, I mean, there's a lot to be judged on if you're in the dating pool.
Especially in big metro areas, big cities where there's everybody, like most single people these days are online dating. So it's a speed dating industry across the country. There's another person who's going to take that seat, and there are a lot of reasons to judge people.
Of course, and of course they keep doing that on social media. As soon as you friend a potential date on social media, just know they're instantly judging every area of your life that you've posted there.
Yes, and if you complain, if you're one of those moaning myrtles, then...
That's a big turnoff.
Or complaining, anybody who complains, moaning myrtle is a Harry Potter reference, but yes, it's going to be a turnoff. And I get that too, because you want to see how the person reacts under pressure. I always say if you want to see what your date is like, bring them to a restaurant with really slow service.
But ironically, you also get negative marks for being too active on social media.
Right.
If there's too many posts.
Makes you look like you're maybe a little bit egotistical. You can't be alone with your own thoughts. Maybe you're not, because relationships are private.
They're private, right. I don't want to be in a relationship with someone who's going to post everything about that relationship.
Right, tweeting your food, tweeting everything you said, asking people for problems, vague booking, saying online, why is the world so, that kind of stuff. Like, that's going to be a real turn. Like, Quentin, that I get.
So much valuable information here in this survey as we go. That's right, as we go into Valentine's Day. A lot of people can take note. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.